Hey guys, what's up? Peppa Pig here, and today we're gonna be playing Escape Barry's Prison. Alright, let's go up this bed. Alright, let's go in this vent. Alright, let's break down this vent. Alright, let's jump on the vent. Alright, let's press this button. Alright, don't fall on the spikes. Alright, let's break down the vent with this wrench. Alright, let's hope we don't get caught by Barry. Alright, let's push this button. Alright, let's go up these stairs. Alright. Alright, let's go on the pipes. Alright, let's go in this vent. Alright, let's jump. Let's go in this vent. Alright. This one? No. This one? No. This one? No. This one? Yes. Alright, let's grab this shovel. Alright, let's dig. Alright, let's jump. Alright, let's jump on this bridge. Was that bats? Alright, let's go in this room. Alright, let's dodge these balls. Alright, we made it. Alright, let's climb this ladder. Oh my god, there's Night Barry! Alright, let's run. Oh my god, the gate is locked! Alright, let's go. Let's turn this thing. Alright. Alright, let's go in this room. Let's jump on the stairs. Alright, let's go on this elevator, then let's turn the wheel. Alright, we're going up. Alright, there's a vending machine. Alright, let's get the soda. Alright, let's run fast. Alright, let's run. Come on. Oh my god, this is so tricky! Alright, let's do it this time. Let's go. Let's jump. No! I just died. Let's jump. Alright, let's jump. Alright, Peppa, let's make it. Alright, let's jump. Alright, Peppa, you can make it. Alright, let's jump. Alright. Let's jump. Alright, Peppa, make it. Yes! We made it! Alright. Let's climb this ladder. Alright. This is the storage room. Let's grab this ladder. Alright, let's go in this vent. Alright, let's open this vent and let's climb this ladder. Alright, Peppa, this might be a bit tricky, so be careful. Alright, Daddy Pig. Yes, we made it! Alright, let's go on these pipes. Alright, let's go on this. No, I just died. Alright, let's do it this time. Alright, let's jump on here. Let's jump on here. Let's jump on here. Let's jump on this pipe. Let's jump on here. Let's jump on here. Alright. Close the valves. Alright, let's turn this. And let's turn this. Alright, hope we don't fall. Alright, let's jump. Alright, let's turn this. Alright. No, I fell off. No! Alright, let's jump on these vents. Alright, Peppa, do not fall off. Okay, Daddy Pig. Alright, let's go on this vent. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, let's jump. Alright, let's jump, let's jump, let's jump. Alright, let's jump. Let's jump, let's jump. Come on. Alright, let's jump. Let's jump, let's jump. No! I just died. Alright, let's jump this time. Alright, jump, jump. Alright, let's jump. No! I just died. Alright, Peppa, let's jump this time. Alright, let's jump. Alright, let's jump. Let's jump. Let's jump. Alright, let's make it this time, Peppa. Alright, Daddy Pig. Alright, let's go, let's go. Yes, we made it. Alright, let's climb this ladder. Alright, let's go on this fan. Alright, let's make it in the vent. Alright, let's go in the cafeteria. Alright, alright. Let's get the bazooka. Alright. Let's shoot him with the bazooka. Alright. Let's shoot him. Alright. Alright, let's kill him. Yes, we did it! Alright. Wait. I kind of want this free propeller hat. Alright. Oh, I have to watch an ad for it. Alright. Let's buy this jetpack. Oh, it's a lot of Robux. Alright, let's go on the slide. Alright, let's climb this ladder. Alright. Let's go on this fan. Alright, let's dodge the lasers. Alright, we made it. Alright. Alright. Use the metal planks to get across. Alright, let's cross over with this plank. No! It just fell. Alright. Let's press this regen button. Alright, let's grab this plank. Alright, let's set it down. Alright, alright. Alright, let's set it down. Yes! We made it. Alright, let's defeat this robot with this bazooka. Alright, let's defeat him. Alright. Alright, he's got 2 guns. Oh my god, he just shot me. Alright, we can defeat him, Peppa. Yeah, we can defeat him. Alright, let's defeat him. Alright, he lost an arm. Alright. Yes, we defeated him. Alright, let's drive this cop car. Alright, let's drive. Oh look, a gas station. Alright, let's park. Alright, let's go in the gas station. Alright, I'll buy these. Wait, no one's here. Can I go in the staff's room? Oh yeah! Right, let's press this button. And let's get this ladder. Let's put it here. Alright, let's climb up the ladder. Wait, I can't climb up the ladder. Alright, let's get these boxes. Alright, let's place them here. Alright, let's jump. No. Alright, let's place it by the ladder. Would it work? Yes! Alright, what's up here? Alright, there's a helicopter! Alright, let's get in the helicopter. Let me shoot my bazooka. Alright, catch players. Alright, did we beat it? Yes, we beat it! Alright, if you love this video, like and subscribe.